Barbara has been arrested right now. She's at East Legon Hill Central Police Station. If she owes you, go there right now to collect your money. Me, I'm taking mine. Go there right now. Barbara Fatihe.
Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Now, the emergence of social media has impacted the world greatly, with positives and negatives. Specifically, dwelling on the area of commerce, people have taken advantage of this to buy and sell various goods and services. And today's true crime story is going to highlight some of the positives and negatives by virtue of a case currently trending in Ghana, where a lady by name Barbara Fati Hayford, or simply Barbara Hayford, is alleged to have duped about 150 victims on Instagram, Snapchat, and other social media platforms under the pretense of helping them acquire quality goods at a reasonably affordable price. How did she do this? And what is the tune of the total amount involved? Again, you would have to stay with me through to the end of this, because at a point in time, there is a case of someone being asthmatic, someone feeling very, very sick, and someone alleged to be the suspect actually having to be taken to the police hospital because the heat that the case was bringing just triggered certain medical issues, allegedly. If you are ready for today's true crime story, just buckle up and let's go. Now, before we get into today's true crime story, kindly support our campaign against femicide by going to the comment section and just type in "Say No to Femicide" or #Please Stop the Femicide and help push our campaign. Also, don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section on the issue as you keep watching the video. Additionally, please subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so to help us grow. Now to the substantive case at hand. Barbara Fati Hayford, or simply known as Barbara Hayford, is alleged to be in hot waters. But first of all, who is she? Now, per the rumors circulating and the news circulating about her, she is a social media person. She has some level of affluence on social media, and she's popularly known for helping people get quality goods at affordable prices. She trades on social media, mainly Snapchat and also to an extent on Instagram. And she's in hot water, really hot waters. She has been arrested by the Ghana Police Service allegedly, and the charge being leveled against her allegedly is that she has duped some people, totaling almost about 150 victims. And the dupe involved various sums of money, which is relative to each victim, with some reportedly paying as much as 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now, first of all, we are going to break the issue down and then we'll present the facts as they are. So, my first question is, what happened to due diligence? Because she's in the pre-order business. In that means that you have to pay her and then you wait for her to deliver. Meaning that you have to trust her to deliver by paying your money to her and just keeping your fingers crossed and waiting for Barbara Hayford to deliver to you. Reports indicate that one of the victims, as at November 2022, had paid as much as 10,000 Ghana cedis for various items and had not even received one of them, as at June 2023. One of the victims got fed up and decided to bring in the law, hence triggering the arrest. But like I asked, what happened to due diligence? This is not to blame the victims, but I believe that in as much as some people seem genuine, you really can't tell who is genuine and who isn't by looking at faces. Because trust you me, Barbara is a very pretty lady. So if looks can kill, or in this case, if looks could convince, her looks may convince you that you could trust her. But again, trust is not about looks. There are people who look really good and they use that as a weapon to get people to trust them, and in the end, it becomes an issue. Per the modus operandi of Barbara out there, which is again an allegation, it has been alleged that she really seems really nice to you when you contact her for the first time trying to sign up for her services. She's so friendly and lovely and builds a rapport with you until you make your payment, after which, when you try following up, you begin to see who she really is. There are times that she wouldn't respond, and even when she would respond at a later date, far from when the first initial contact was made for a follow-up. There are also instances where people have indicated that she was rude to them and she didn't give them any information that was forthcoming with regards to when their requests were going to be met. So somebody just reported her to the police to take her on. Then people started coming forward, because initially it seemed like it was just one victim, but then droves of victims started coming in, allegedly. And some people were also indicating that she's not operating alone, but that she's doing this with her boyfriend as well, who is rumored to be canvassing for victims for her. And as at the time of making this video, a list has actually come out where she's alleged to have duped about almost 150 victims of various sums of money under the pretense of helping them acquire quality goods which are relatively lower in pricing than what is on the market. Again, what's happened to due diligence? Don't forget, all that glitters is not gold. I'm sure it seems though like the core of her selling point is not her beauty per se, but it's the fact that she promises you quality goods at a very affordable price. That is like someone telling you all that glitters is gold. You know the quality of the product you want, and you know its market price. How then do you expect somebody to get you that same product at that same market quality at a reasonably lower price? There is a bigger risk involved in such transactions, and I'm sure they should know that as people going in to sign on to that advertisement. That is not to excuse Barbara from what she's alleged to have done, but I think that as victims or as consumers, we also have a responsibility to do our due diligence. Now, what is happening now is, although she's been arrested and there's a possibility of a refund, prosecution, or whatever, your money is still caught up in this issue. You may prosecute or whatever, but your money is still locked up. That's the problem. You are going to have to spend time on this case, spend some form of monetary resources because you may have to pursue, pay a lawyer or whatever. But due diligence could have just avoided all this. That is not to blame the victim. I'm just trying to have an objective conversation here, because I personally believe that you don't just go with anything because it looks like it's something. You have to vet it, and you also have to listen to your instinct. And don't forget, there's something called dishonest receiving. She could have even gotten you that thing, but if it was at such a cheap price and it ends up being stolen, you, that consumer, you are also going to have legal issues just because you bought that item at an incredibly low price. This is just a bit of a legal education I'm putting out there. In case you are watching this video and you are fond of that, take note of this. It could get you in trouble one day. Additionally, it's also rumored that she has this lawyer allegedly whom she used, or whose name she used to threaten people she had victimized who were threatening to expose her. And with that, she would let them know that if they go out talking about what she has allegedly done to them, she would bring a defamation suit against them. And this sort of pushed people away and they kept quiet. And I guess this person who took her on, maybe she's also legally inclined and she knows that wouldn't be successful if she has evidence to what she's saying. Now, when she was arrested, a lot transpired. At a point, she fell sick. I would say she fell sick. some people are saying that allegedly she was faking. But this is what happened when she was in the custody of the police at a point in time during her arrest, where it turns out that she was having a challenge with a medical issue that she has, which is alleged to be an asthma. And she had her inhaler with her, but it seems some way, somehow, it's alleged she forgot how to use the inhaler. So they had to take her to the police hospital to show her how to go about it. This is what happened. Just watch the video. I'll come back and I'll add my 2 cents afterwards.
See, you use one form first, then you wait more.
I'm giving the suspect back to them.
And then let it go inside. Don't let the inflammation come out.
Against this woman, we are here to admit complaint, whether or not we do it here or not. So petition or here in this condition, we know we are questioning never. Yes, you voting her. E-commerce voting her. I started for whatever. For suspect, the name of back to. Why no more than call? Why now? I hate also one Hey, police here, they got a significant for the suspect. But we have not arrested anyone. Yeah, why? The petition is being received. We later of maybe tomorrow or so or the next day we decide say we admit it.
Oh, okay, then it's not
Yeah, come.
So there you saw it. For me, out of respect for the life of people, even for her, she is accused, but she is innocent of proving guilty. Out of respect for all lives, I wouldn't say she's pretending because I'm not a medical doctor. I would say maybe it was actually a serious thing because this is not an easy issue. You have a problem with the law, and sometimes you can get so shaken up that it could affect your reasoning and your thinking, such that something you know how to do, you just realize that under such pressure, you are fumbling. And already an asthma attack is something else. So I respect whatever she's going through. I don't subscribe to the assumption that she was faking. I choose to believe it's normal, it was genuine for argument's sake. But the case is still ongoing, and it's actually been expected that more victims are going to show up, which means that the number of victims being reported are going to go up and the amount will also go up. Currently, it's rumored that the total amount involved is almost 50,000 Ghana cedis. And this is not a little amount of money here in Ghana. It's quite huge. Or let me say it's huge, really, because the economy is getting tougher by the day. And if you go on her social media handle, you see her posting herself hanging out at very cool and highly priced places. That is not to say or imply that this was being achieved with the monies of her victims, but it's just to highlight the fact that she seemed to be living a good life, at least on social media, although we can't believe everything we see. But per her posts, at least you see she's been there. As to how she got there and what she got there to do, I can't tell. But for me, I think the lessons to be learned from this case are these. 1, as a customer, do your due diligence. Don't go after anything that is glittering, just believing that it's gold, because it's being presented as such. And two, as a seller or a marketer on social media, don't think you can hide behind an account and dupe people. The law will find you out. And three, the third lesson is that you have to subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet done so. Yeah, we need your support so much, and help push the agenda against femicide by just leaving your comments in the comment section. Again, leave your comments also on the case at hand. What do you think about this whole thing? What do you think is going to be the case? Is it that she has just had a challenge with her suppliers and she's not duping anybody? Or maybe she's genuinely duping somebody? I choose to sit on the fence because she's a marketer. For all you know, she's having a challenge with her suppliers also coming through for her, or maybe she has also been duped by the people who are to bring the goods, and the ripple effect is translating to the people who came to her to acquire whatever she was offering. I don't know. I'm sitting on the fence and I'm seeing how this goes. But whatever the outcome, trust you me, I'm going to bring you the updates. Until then, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Leave your comments in the comment section. Hit the notification button. And hey, if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate your support so much. Thanks so much. Keep an eye out and stay safe out there.